I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. I'm here today to do a review on the PSE Supra, commonly known as the Batman bow because of the shape. It looks like the Batman symbol. The Supra basically has been in the PSE line for a number of years, but this year it's completely changed. So the old Supra, which is this one here, was really successful for PSE. A lot of women and children would buy this bow because it was quite light, quite affordable. And it still had all the top of the line target features, the compression limbs, adjustable draw length, draw stops, and this bow was very successful for a number of years. This year PSE have changed the bow quite significantly, and even though it shares the name Supra, to me it's a completely different bow. PSE have widened the limbs from the last year's model. So the limbs are much wider. You have a new limb pocket, the V-lock limb pocket, which allows you to adjust your limbs. So with this system here, you can alter your limbs left and right. And when I shoot a PSE Expression, which is the model up from this, and people said on the video, oh, you don't know what you're doing with the, one person said, I don't know what I'm doing for limbs. Now with me adjusting my limbs left and right, I don't do it, and I've experimented with it because that guy said you don't know what you're doing with it. Now the purpose of it is if you're getting left or right tears, or if your strings aren't in line. But for me this bow comes perfect from the factory, so why do I want to adjust it? But I did experiment with it and I did paper tune with it, and I basically found very little difference. So just to all the people, but it is there, you can adjust it here, you just wind the screw in and you wind this screw out, and what it basically does is it moves this bolt here left and right. So what they've done, you've got your compression limbs which stand on all PSEs, but they're wider now for more stability. You've got a new cam system featured, and it actually made the bow slower. So last year the Supra shot about 330 feet per second. This year it's 325 feet per second. It's a complete rounded circle here. So with the last year's Supra it wasn't. You can fit a limb stop to the top here, and it comes with a limb stop function, but all your adjustment is got from down the bottom here. And with all PSEs, they're numbered in letters, which you can see here from A, B, C through to L. Each letter represents ½ an inch. So the first outer level here is a draw stop, which you'll see just there. So that's a draw stop. This cable will travel through the cam and hit this draw stop. Now the second thing you've got to adjust is the module, and the module position should be the same letter as the draw stop position. So very simple to adjust, so you don't need a bow press to do it. There's no tension on the module at all. Now the PSE Supra and the Expression both come with the 65% module, so you can either shoot 65 or 75% let off. And how do you know which module you have on? The last two letters on the module represent the let off. So in this case the module is 807 20R65. The R represents right-handed, and the 65 represents 65% let off. The one which is on the bow right now doesn't have numbers on the end, which means it's a standard 75% let off. Now it's fully machine riser. The Expression, which is the model up, is a 7000 series. This I believe is 6000. It has the same limbs, same cams, same cable guard, and when I shot the Expression I did can this cable guard for looking a bit cheap, which is, I still think, a valid comment. But having shot it, and I've been shooting the Expression now every single day since I've owned the bow, which has been about 2 months, and I'm shooting personal best with the bow. So I was shooting 287s for indoors. Approximately I'm now shooting 296s on average. And that's pretty regular. Every night now I'm shooting around that sort of score, so I'm really happy with the Expression. So my first comment on this cable guard was looks fairly cheap, but what it is, it's functional. There's no moving parts to come loose or for anything to break. It works really simple. Adjustments simple through this. It's just a simple system, and my first thought was, yeah, I don't like the look of it. It could be carbon, and those those comments are probably still valid, but it works. It's simple, no problems. I've been shooting every day, and I shoot now close to 100 arrows a day. It has a limb stop down the bottom here. You have the ability to fit one. Oh no, you don't anymore. You've got a weight system up the top here. On the old Supra, you did have the ability to fit one up the top. That doesn't exist now. You've got the ability to fit weights there. You've got the ability to fit weights there on the sides and down here. So a lot of positions, and down here. So a lot of position on this bow to fit weights to affect the way the bow is balanced. Full machine limb pockets. The bow comes in the black, which looks really, really nice. It comes with red strings. It also comes in a polished red. Now last year with Supra, it was a dull finish on all the anodizing. This year it's the same as the Expression. It's a shiny finish, so that's the red. It has the matching red strings. Now unfortunately the blue does have blue strings, but I stole the blue strings off the bow because I sold a platinum and the person wanted to colour match. And so I fitted blue strings to it because all the accessories were blue. So blue, it comes in white. Now last year white was a real pain, so if you ordered white you were looking at a 6-month delay to get white, and it was a custom feature last year. This year it's in the standard lineup, no problems getting them. They're quick off the bat. Price point on this bow is about 1,000 US, about 1,400 Australian dollars. And the titanium. Now the titanium to me has been extremely popular. It's been out for, like I said, probably, we're in start of February now. So it's been out for about a month, and this bow's been extremely popular. Now when I first saw the Supra, I thought PSE has really got this bow wrong. They have, and PSE have made mistakes before with their bows, and I thought this was the big mistake they made. It's a great looking bow. I love the Supra. The titanium finish is great. In the red, this is one of my customers' bow. He set it up last night and he shot it this morning. So his first shot with it, first indoor round, he shot 299 out of 300. His next one he shot 300 out of 300. And he does own 3 Hoyts. And he said, to make note, he owns a Hoyt Podium, a Hoyt latest one he just brought, which is almost twice the price of this bow. And straight off the bat he shot 299, 300, and he's here shooting. I've got his target faces there I can just spin onto. That's his target face, and I'll just zoom up. There's been other people here shooting since, but he comes in every morning and shoots sort of, there's his target face there. And that's sighting this bow in. There's an 8 there. Now there was a story with the 8. The 8's not his. The 8's from someone else shooting. But he did shoot perfect scores with it. I'll just jump back out. And he said, look, you can use me as a quote. He said, this bow shoots much, much better than the Hoyts. And we've now fitted this bow with 65% let off, which he basically hasn't shot before. Now when he shot his 299 and 300, he shot with 75% let off. I said try the 65 because it's better to give you more back tension. So we fitted that, and he's going to shoot that again tonight because we shoot every night. So like I said, he owns 3 Hoyts and he loves Hoyts, and he brought this bow for his wife. So he brought this bow for his wife. He said, I really want to have a shot with it. So he basically shot it this morning, and he goes, it shoots a lot better than his Hoyt. Now it's not even set up. And when I say it's not set up, it's not tuned. He hasn't got the weights on it he'd want. But off the bat, he shot better scores than he does with his Hoyts. And he does shoot a 300 with his Hoyt, but he said it's much, much easier to shoot. Even the bad shots are good. But my thing with this bow is I thought this bow was too heavy. So the last year's Supra, the 2015 Supra, was about 4 and a little bit pounds. So quite suitable for girls, kids, ladies, and that's the main market for that bow. With this year, they increased the bow weight to 4.7 pounds. The Expression is 4.9 pounds. And I thought it would be too heavy for ladies, kids, in physical weight. Now saying that, one of the kids who works in my shop, he shot the old Supra and he took the new one out for a shot here in the range, and he liked it, so he brought one. So he's got the old and the new Supra, and he likes the new one better. One of the girls who shoots all the time, she's only 16 and she's skin and bone. She was shooting a 3.5 pound bow, and she came in, she's shooting every day, she's shooting state records. She's only been shooting for 3 or 4 months. She shot all the different bows in my shop and she picked this one out. I don't pressure people to buy bows, and I probably sound like I do, but I don't. She came in and shot all the bows. She shot the Chills, the Chill X, because I have a girl who shoots a Chill X and shoots extremely well with it. But this is the bow she liked, and even though it's heavier, she actually liked the way it shot and she could hold it up. Now I shoot the Expression, which is this bow, and I shot this bow this morning, the Supra, and I shot it last night when we just fitted the rest and the stabilizers to it. And I found it a lot lighter than my bow, and yes, my bow, I do have weights fitted to it. I found the grip a little bit different than the Expression. I found the line down the edge a little bit more defined on the Supra, but I found the bow felt lighter to shoot. Actually, it felt quite nice to me. Now I do shoot the Expression, and I shoot really, really well with it. I do like the Expression, but I like the look of this Supra, and I like the way I shot with it, and I was considering buying one. Now saying that, so the guy who owns this bow for his wife, who was shooting this morning, he said it shoots so well, I really want to buy the Expression, because he shot my Expression and shoots well with it. And even though he shot 300 and he was shooting in RXs consistently, the first time he shot the bow, he thinks the Expression shot better than this in the field. So take from that what you want. The Supra retails for about $1,400. The Expression's about $2,000 Australian bow. So nice bow. PSE service is exceptional. I say it all the time. Delivery times on these bows, we have them all in stock, but from PSE I would be quoting 3 weeks, so they're really, really fast. So the service is excellent, the delivery is excellent. Best bow company in the industry as far as I'm concerned, because they just get everything out, and warranties are just dealt with straight away. There's just no issues with them. So we're going to have a shot with this bow. You can see it shot and sort of see what you think of it. But the blue, so the girl, it's got blue sights, she's got blue stabilizers, and the platinum really, really pings in the blue. So I just have a shot with this. I don't have my normal release aid because I left my gear at home this morning. Stabilizers, I'm not shooting my normal arrows because all my stuff's at home, because I was going to go to shoot target this morning and I woke up too late. And I didn't want to be told off at the club for turning up too late, so, and then I left all my stuff at home. So my release aid and my gear is left at home. So we're just going to draw this bow back. Now this feels the same as the Expression to draw because it has the same cams. So when you draw it back, it's pretty consistent all the way through. It's peaking here, peaking, valley, 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 stop. Now it's got a limb stop at the top and a cable stop down the bottom, so when you draw it back it's dead solid. So that's the first point. This one's fitted with 65, so the valley's not as defined. But we'll just take a shot. So for me, the Supra, like I've shot pretty much all the bows out. I really like the new Halon from Matthews. I think that's a spectacular bow. But to me, the Supra, even though at the start of when I first saw the Supra, I thought it was too heavy, I liked the bow. And this morning I sold a couple of them to customers who walked in. Target archers, buying them. They're really, really nice bows to shoot. So check them out. The PSE Supra, it's new from PSE. Great company, you'll be really glad you brought it. It's new out, so this bow will be in the PSE lineup for a fair few years to come, because they tend to hold their bows, so they tend not to devalue, and very, very adjustable, so easy to sell to anyone and easy for you to shoot. So check them out, PSE Supra if you're into target 3D, a little bit faster than the Expression, 10 feet per second faster, and a little bit shorter, I think it's 38 inches. So, but nice bow to shoot, check them out. And they look, in the platinum, they look awesome. This is platinum decked out in the red, and it looks, I think, pretty cool. So I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies. Enjoy your day, enjoy archery. Thank you, bye.